Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my first Q&A video coming up off of the premiere for The Walking Dead Season 6, Episode 4, and going to be kind of answering some questions with regards to that, as well as talking about Episode 5, which is called Now. Great, so I want to thank you guys for the questions. Continue to send me what you got for this week because there's not a lot of discussion this week. Not nearly as much as there was after episode 3, that's for sure. Spoiler warning, of course, if you guys aren't caught up. So, the episode, okay, so I mean, there's different types of episodes of a show, right? So episode 3 is kind of one of those where you have a big shock factor, kind of twist, character, plot twist type thing happen that people really didn't expect, that was totally unpredictable unless you knew about spoilers prior, unless something was leaked or something. And, in which case there was actually something leaked. And everybody just goes crazy. The internet explodes and everybody wants to talk about it. Everybody's so excited and, and just can't wait to talk about it. Then episode 4 is a different type episode with the Morgan flashback. Whereas after seeing it, everybody's like, it was good. It was a good episode. Not really too much to talk about. Now, there's some things about it. I mean, if you guys saw my review, if you missed my review, check out my review for episode 4 review. I thought it was a good episode. I didn't think it was an amazing episode, and I didn't think it was a bad episode. It was just good to pretty good. I gave it an 8, that kind of thing. That's basically where I see it. It was a good episode. And we needed it because the pacing, everything was going so crazy and so fast for the first 3 episodes of season 6. We needed a little bit of a slower episode. So I'm glad that they did that. I'm glad that they gave us that chance to see that with Morgan. Some people didn't like it so much because it is slower. They may be a little bit disappointed because they're expecting to see a little bit more, some more interesting stuff, and that's kind of what we got. But the thing is that they're doing so many big things. You can't have every episode like, huge zombie herds and all kinds of craziness and stuff like that. It seems that with the Walking Dead original TV series, we're going to get in those 16-episode seasons a few episodes that are a little bit low-key, that are, in the forest of Georgia, and you've got, different, maybe a small amount of cast and crew for an episode telling a story like that. But I personally did like it. I did enjoy episode 4 and felt like it was necessary, felt like we needed it. But yeah, I understand too if people kind of wanted to have a little bit of that mystery about Morgan and how he kind of came, how he became the way he is now. But I really like the fact that they just kind of showed it to us, where they just like, okay, now you can see where he got his psychology from, you can see where his philosophy came from, and there's really no questions about it. Everything's basically answered. So I think that might be part of the reason why too there isn't as much discussion, because there isn't as much mystery about Morgan. So that's episode 4. Not too much more else to say than that. If you guys have any video suggestions for it, you'd like to see me maybe give my thoughts on the psychology behind it or something, I kind of did that in the review anyway, but send me any private messages you have for questions or video suggestions if you like. So, so that's episode 4. Episode 5, there's some confusion. Apparently AMC uploaded a different promo for it with Daryl and Sasha and Abraham than they did at the end of the episode. The end of the episode's promo was different from the promo they uploaded to their site. So far, what I've seen, people are saying that they showed the wrong one. They showed a promo for episode 6 or something. So I don't know if they did that, if the promo we saw at the end of the episode was for episode 6, or if the Daryl part is in episode 6. I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter either way, because, we're going to see it, eventually one way or another. So whatever. But write your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. Which one is for episode 5? Which one's for episode 6? From what I've seen so far, it seems like people think the Daryl one is supposed to be for episode 6, which, I guess that makes sense. I guess it would. So, okay, so a few questions that you guys have sent to me already. We'll go through them, and I'll kind of give my thoughts on them. So there's that, kind of where I'm at right now with regards to Walking Dead currently at this time this week. First one's from IB Sweet P2, and here she says, this was a 10 out of 10 for me episode. My favorite episode of The Walking Dead since 4 Walls and a Roof. It really made me nervous that Morgan is definitely on the table to die anytime, and I thought Eastman was an awesome character. This episode also made Morgan Morgan's actions make so much more sense now. It was so beautiful with all the different shots and locations. So I thought that was a great comment. I wanted to add that in there. A lot of people thumbed that one up. That he or she did like the episode a lot. And Four Walls and a Roof was also an awesome episode. That was another one where after the end of that episode, everybody was just talking, just exploded, just crazy episode, right? Eastman was a good character. I did like Eastman a lot. I liked what they did with Eastman. I thought it was really good. And Morgan being killed off after seeing an episode like that. I mean, if you think about a lot of the other characters in the show, we'd never seen a flashback episode where a character gets so much time like that. I mean, even Shane, he had some flashbacks in that which were really good, but they were over the course of a good number of episodes. In total, I don't know if that would make up 90 minutes. Probably if you include kind of the current stuff with, let's see, the Save the Last One in that. But a lot of the characters throughout the series have not had that much time as Morgan has already had. Characters like Bob got a quick flashback sequence. And some of the others too, even Daryl, even though we've seen him throughout the apocalypse, so he doesn't really need one. We haven't seen many characters get in a whole episode like that, where 90 minutes extended just for them, just to show us their evolution. So I agree with you 100% that Morgan could be killed off really any time, but I just hope that they don't kill him off soon, because I do think he's so interesting, and I really liked how, after seeing this episode, it really reinforces this commitment that he's made to never do it again, to not kill anymore no matter what, and it's going to take a lot for him to break that commitment. It's going to have to take something crazy to go past that and kill anybody again, even a wolf member or whatever the case may be. It's going to be all life is precious. So I like that. It just answers all the questions afterwards. But again, some people like a little bit more mystery, so I get that as well too. Next one's from OMG Rec. Or omgrek. I don't know. Hey, Trev, about you saying that you believe the A doesn't stand for Alexandria. Back in Season 5, Sam goes around at a party and stamps everyone's hand with an A, which he states is for Alexandria. So I'm basically sending this message to say you're wrong. Either way, I love your vids. Keep them coming. Now this disappoints me. Don't you think I already know that? Don't you think that disappoints me? Don't you project to me that I would already have that knowledge? That I would already know that. The A goes back way further than that. I mean, they have used it all throughout the series. You could say that, okay, it means Alexandria. That's kind of something that people have said online. But it's in the series so much that it's not just Alexandria. You have, the parts with Terminus and then the train cart. You have what now with Morgan, which has nothing to do with Alexandria, really. I mean, like I said in the review, if you look at the logo for The Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, the A right there is where the is on top of. So to me, it kind of means more like, at least the way I see it so far, is it's kind of a stamp for, not for Alexandria, but for the apocalypse, for the world that they're in, The Walking Dead. So I don't think it's as simple as you can just say, I hope somebody asks Scott Gimple this at some point and he gets into more why they use that so much in the background of so many different scenes, and it's all throughout the series, at least the last few seasons. I don't think it's as simple as just saying it's Alexandria. That's it. It just means Alexandria, because they're going to end up there. I get where you're coming from, but I think there's more to it than that, and I think we're going to see it in the future too, more. Because we consistently see it, So, yeah, I mean, you could say, well, maybe Morgan saw it there because maybe he's headed for Alexandria, eventually he's going to be in Alexandria, and that means, I don't like that. I don't like it. I think it's too easy. It's got to be more. There's got to be more to it than that, and why they've had it so many times. But again, you got C Block with the prison and stuff like that. So I get where you're going with that, Greg. I don't really think there's a right or wrong, or saying, hey, you're wrong. I kind of disregard your message, because, like I said, I understand your perspective. I just think there's more to it than just that, than to say, oh, it's just Alexandria. That's all it is. That's my opinion, though. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. And I don't think it fits that it just means Alexandria. And I think we'll see it maybe in the future if the series goes on long enough to where the characters possibly don't even live in Alexandria anymore. We'll see. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on it and the whole A thing. But you can trace it back pretty far. It's been in the series for a long time at different parts in the background, or just all kinds of different parts, episode names, and episode name is A, so, and it has nothing to do with Alexandria. So anyway, next one's from Andy Hernandez. And Q&A, hey Trev, do you think this whole first half of the season is going to be in a time span of 24 hours? Do you think the mid-season finale will be No Way Out? That's a good question. Have we had a nighttime yet? I mean, it's like, how long is this day? Because they had to deal with the zombie herd. You had characters dying. You had them leading out. You had the stuff with Glenn and the others as they get kind of trapped and they're trying to set the fire, and that we didn't start the fire and that. And now we're going back to see Alexandria in that. And oh man, and then you've got. I don't think the entire half a season is going to be just like one 24-hour period, like it's like 24 or something. No, I don't think so. But the second part of the question is, do you think the mid-season finale will be No Way Out? Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised the zombie herd isn't there already. I think that at this point in time, at least with this season, I feel like they've really got the pacing kind of figured out, and they did better job in season 5 than they did in season 4, and even kind of season 3, because maybe season 3 was like too fast, season 4 was a little too slow, some parts. Season 5 is a really nice mix of, back and forth, that kind of thing. Season 6 feels like it's the same again. It's really good mix, and I really enjoyed it so far. So No Way Out, it's going to be coming soon, obviously. We're going to see the zombies show up there pretty damn soon. But at this kind of pacing, and especially because they're showing us different character parts and, different locations and different stuff. And you got Daryl coming up. You got, Sasha and Abraham out there. You've got stuff happening in Alexandria. You've got all this different stuff happening, Glenn out there somewhere. All this kind of stuff. It may push us kind of right up to the mid-season finale point with No Way Out. To even the point where when the second half of season 6 comes on, there may still be, some zombies from No Way Out there, and the zombies may still be there a good part of the second half of the season. So we'll see how long that takes for them to kind of kill them off or to have something happen to clear them out. Because again, that's something else that was in the trailer that we saw clips where there's like a field of zombies, and they haven't arrived yet. So they're coming, but yeah, around the mid-season finale range, we should see that. Next one's from Nathan Smith, and he says, hey Trev, love all your videos and appreciate all you do. My question is, what do you think Morgan is going to do about Rick and crew killing people? He's obviously against it, and I don't see him just letting it go anymore. After the flashback, I imagine is what you mean. And again, thank you for all your videos. You help me get through life. Well, thanks, Nathan. I'm glad I helped you get through life, Nathan. I hope that, I hope you got more going on. Just that's the thing, okay, all right. We all love The Walking Dead so much, but here's the reality. Eventually, The Walking Dead's going to end. So don't let The Walking Dead be your entire life like me. Don't. I mean, it can be a good portion of your life, but yeah, you got to have some other stuff going on too in your life as well too. But yeah, I'm glad you like the channel, Nathan. I'm glad we have a chance to kind of hang out and talk and ask you guys ask questions. I can answer that kind of thing. I like to do some stuff in the future more. Maybe we could do like some video Google Hangouts or something with a good portion of you guys, maybe like 5 or 10 people or something, and we could all kind of talk about it, do some kind of community or something. That'd be cool, man, to do that. So that's something I've thought about. If only I had more time, but I'm pretty busy. But so yeah, keep doing your thing, Nate. Stay strong, man, and I'm glad to hear that. I guess So yeah, but to people too, this happens too every year. I'm prepared for this year because I've recognized the trend. Once the half season's going to end, all these people are going to get depressed, and the comments are going to turn to negative shit once this half season ends. Just wait for it. Just wait for it and watch. Come wintertime and episode 8 airs, everybody's going to be an asshole in the comments. Just wait, you guys will see it. I'm telling you right now. Just so prepare for that. That said, sometimes people are just assholes anyway, but it's coming. Okay, so how is Morgan what's he going to do about Rick and the others killing people? So that's a great question, man, because they're obviously on opposite sides of the fence with regards to this. Morgan, he doesn't need that on his conscience. He doesn't want to kill anybody anymore. He's kind of made a vow not to, that he can't do it. So that's definitely going to, but he can disarm people. He has a blunt weapon with his staff, so he can stop people, but he won't kill them. And then if somebody attacks, even if someone attacks him, he doesn't kill. Now the thing, he can sympathize because he attacked he attacked Eastman, and Eastman didn't kill him. Had he have killed him, Morgan would be alive. So Morgan's going to give other people that same chance, right? So that's where it gets kind of tricky, because he could put the crew in danger, which he already has. I mean, Rick was able to kill all 5 of those wolves that came after him, but in doing so, he's put himself in a kind of a dangerous situation with zombies headed towards him. So yeah, so that's the thing with Morgan. So that obviously causes a big problem that he's not willing to, and it is a little bit of a danger for the group. That said, though, he is still a fighter, and he is still strong. And as we saw with the wolves, which it's fun how similar Morgan's behavior before was to the wolves. But as we saw with the wolves, Morgan was useful there in stopping them. Carol is just the one that totally stopped them. But yeah, I thought we were going to see more arguing than we actually have already, Nathan, because you would have thought that, from the trailer, there would have at least been a little bit between Morgan and Rick, and we haven't really seen that yet. So maybe that's to come, or maybe that's not going to happen at all this season. So, but it is interesting, and we'll see if Morgan can kind of, maybe if this commitment that he has, maybe if it loosens a bit, so that he does decide that, okay, to protect the group, I may need to do that. Like Carol has done that many times to protect the group, and if she didn't, the group would be dead at this point. So, yeah, so sometimes you just have to, you got to know when to break your rules. You can have a certain rule, but you have to know when to break the rule, right? So, yeah. Next one's this will be the last one from OZZ Blades ZZO. He says, hey, Trev, a little off topic, but what do you think of the idea of Jesse replacing Andrea in the comics, in the TV series version? Well, we haven't even seen Jesse kind of have a relationship with Rick yet. It kind of hinted like we were going to see that, but we haven't. I don't know if we have time for it this season, because it seems like they got so much other stuff going on. That's like on the last. That's like something where it's like, did they even make time for us to see that? And you've got Ron and him being a little brat, and you got Carl, which is understandable that Ron would be, but yeah, we just haven't gotten to see that yet. So I'm excited to see. I hope that we do get to see them at least have some kind of relationship, because of what happened last year with Pete, last season with Pete and that. Otherwise, what was kind of the point of the whole thing? It was kind of like, I don't know. So, and plus, it'd be cool to see that for Rick, but I don't think Jesse is going to become the new Andrea for the TV series. No. I don't think so. So, anyway, I just can't see her becoming like a sniper or something like Sasha. I think that role might be a little divided or split up between a couple characters. And, Jesse, maybe if they could do some kind of romantic relationship type thing over long term, that'd be cool. But we'll have to see what happens with that. So, yeah, I'll call it here for this Q&A for today's. I hope you guys liked it, and, you enjoyed, kind of some of the questions and the answers. Keep sending me what you got for this week. Lots, not as much to talk about as last week. So send me what you got, because I'd like to still make videos, if I can, almost every day. So write your comments below, guys. If you like the video, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, you can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you again maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. So this is Trev. I'm saying peace.